F it.
Hey everyone, we are live. 3 live. We're down a couple guys. We got a couple guys coming in a little later today. Trey is out for the next couple weeks. We're starting a little early today.
Yep.
I have some prior engagements I need to get going on, and it looks like we're not streaming to. That's fine. How's everybody doing? I know, Marcus, you got some stuff you're working on right now. Vinny, we're gonna start with your segment in video games, some golden auction type stuff. Yeah, what else
Not
is
just
going on?
video games, lots of stuff.
Lots of stuff. Yeah, I was able to add those other golden auctions you wanted me to add
Oh,
last
sweet.
minute. So,
Nice.
yeah, why don't we get into it real quick? Let me do the
What
share
up?
screen.
What up, Brad?
Let's see. Hold on 1 second. All right, Vinny.
All right. Well, yeah, so I got a okay. I got a chance to check out Golden Auctions last night, and I saw some like pretty interesting results. So I just kind of wanted to go through some of the stuff. This was a Tupac letter that was sold last night. I don't know if is the actual auction the next slide by any chance for
It's the second one over, but here I can go back to it. Here we go. That's it.
Okay. So it went for, it was a signed letter from prison, and it went for 7,500 with buyer's premium, which came out I think to like 8,000 and some change, which I thought was pretty cool. And if you go back to that first slide, I was reading it. Yo, Ja, one love for the love you've been showing to me. I will not forget it. If you can, do me a solid and pass me some trees. Here's some cigarettes. One love. So, this must have been a guy. This must have been a guy in prison with him, right?
Yo, Ja, hey, look, hand me some trees, and I'm gonna slide you some cigs. And
I just thought it was such a funny note.
Hey, one love. Thanks for the love, player. I need some trees, brother. These cigarettes ain't doing it. You send me some tree, I send you some grass. Then we go send me some grass. I see.
I just thought it was funny. That was great.
Yeah, it's awesome. That's awesome.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Pac, my man, right. Pac.
So this auction had like a bunch of different. It was called a pop culture auction. So they had a bunch of different things, from music to video games to sports stuff, comics, all types of stuff. So I just thought it was cool. So I thought we could go through it today, do like a little market report. So this is a in utero cassette sleeve with a guitar pick that was all like framed, signed by Nirvana, and it went for 5,100. And that was the going back. Yeah. Superman number 1, 1.5, 134,400. Rolling Stone signed debut vinyl. This makes me really think, Marcus, like the fact, like when we're around people, maybe we should get them to sign some stuff.
Like, yeah. You think?
Yeah. So I think I mentioned it before, but I've kept, as a lawyer, I kept some of my the contracts that are signed, because
my God,
they used to send us 2 copies, one for the client and one for us, right? So I would just keep it. But it got to a point where everything was signed on DocuSign. So so for some period of time, I was like demanding physical copies when DocuSign first came around. I was like, no, we need physicals, but it was like, so I could get like a Beyonce signed contract, or, stuff like that. So.
That's hilarious. The only lawyer in the world doing that. No, we must get a signed copy. God damn it.
So Queen signed vinyl, A Night at the Opera album, 10,800. Pretty solid. I thought this was interesting. A bank check signed, endorsed by Walt Disney, 6,600.
I feel like that's low.
You think so? Maybe.
Just because like I don't know if it matters on what year he signed it, like prior to Disney being incorporated or like post, but I mean, that's like an American family, let alone like American icon.
That's
I
true.
guess.
I think it
So,
must be pretty hard to get a Walt Disney signature, right? I mean,
right. I don't know.
this was interesting. Beatles signed "Please Me," "Please Please Me" vinyl album, 31,200.
I like the "Please Me" title better.
Yeah.
Sorry.
A Motown VIP pass, which was, I guess, when Michael Jackson did his first moonwalk.
First did the moonwalk, yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool. I like that.
So this kind of goes back to like when we were talking about moments, like historical moments, and just thinking about that type of stuff, and try to chase down those tickets. So there's probably a lot of things like that people are not really thinking about that are worth, maybe specking on or trying to find. So yeah, $2,670. Keep in mind when I'm reading these, I just can't see with the buyer's premium, so it tacks on like a few more $100 onto each of these numbers that I'm reading out.
But I would love to have that moonwalk just so I can say "Shamo, Shamo."
Yeah.
If I had that ticket, anytime you walk in my house, it's straight. Just that's bottom line. As soon as you come in the door, it's not even hello. That's it.
Oh, I forgot. I forgot to put the white glove on here. The glove went for much lower. I think it went for like 30 grand, 31,000 or something.
I don't know if I would want a stank ass. I don't know if I want a stank ass Michael Jackson glove. It's sweaty and shit. Like, don't
But
nobody
you're not
want
gonna
that.
be putting it on or anything. You probably
I'm good with it. I'd probably give it a couple. Sorry.
What would you do with first? Like, what would you do with the glove first?
No, give a little, give a little taste. I mean, no.
You gonna do what?
Just like like a little taste.
A little taste of what?
We got next. I don't know, man. I'm dehydrated, man. I'm dehydrated. I need water.
Yeah, let's move on.
All American Comics 16, CGC 1.5. First appearance of Green Lantern went for 72,000. I still don't understand why the Wonder Woman book is not like, it's still like the same price it was like 6 years ago. Like the All-Star 8, it sucks. It's like, one of the pillars of DC. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, hold on. Look at this. Spec Media said, funny you say that, Marcus. I saw Jokic give his sweaty towel to a fan after the post-game interview yesterday, and I was like, yuck. Absolutely. Absolutely. Sweat. I don't want no towel. Listen, don't hand me no towel with sweat. That does nothing for me. I sign a card. That's when you want to help me. Sign your card when you see me at your game. Sign your card. Don't get up here and put a sweaty towel and shit. Don't nobody want that. That's our COVID spread.
You're right.
Y'all boys out here spreading damn COVID. Carry on.
Not wrong. Jimi Hendrix Mitch Mitchell signed, inscribed the Jimi Hendrix Experience, Are You Experienced vinyl album, 24,600.
Wow.
A lot of money.
That's
a lot of money. I was chasing after this last night. I could not get it because I topped out at 2,500. This is John Madden Football. I've told you all about this on the show before. This is one of the first releases of this game. I think the Apple version came first, so this is like probably a second or third or fourth print. But still, finding these sealed is incredibly difficult. I've actually never seen a raw one for sale after actually looking for it for a while, probably about a year and a half. So this one went for 9,600, which is not bad. It's not bad at all. There was one like probably about a year and a half ago that went that was sold by PWCC for about 22 or 23,000. But that this is, I mean, like I said, that the market is cooling right now, or it's been cool, but this is still like pretty solid price for this game. Magic Johnson's basketball sealed near mint plus 85 plus. I just thought this was a cool game. I actually bid on this. Just one of the early sports games, PC version. It was ported from the arcade game. So yeah.
How often do these golden auctions occur?
I mean, they have auctions all the time. I just don't know how often they do the pop culture one. I just kind of saw it on somebody's Instagram yesterday, one of the guys from Golden, so I just started checking it out, and unfortunately for me, I started bidding. Animal Crossing sealed. Wow. This is, I believe, a first print of it. I didn't look at the back, but I'm pretty sure it is for the price. Went for $964. Now, this is what everybody in North America is chasing as the first print of Animal Crossing, but there is a Japanese version that preceded this, and it was not even on GameCube. It was on the N64. So it's like really preceded this game. So if anybody's looking for the real first prints of Animal Crossing, I would try to search out an unopened copy of the N64 version in Japan. Back to the Future. So I actually texted somebody that I knew. I don't know what the variants are exactly, but I said, hey, are any of these Back to the Futures or any of these Karate Kids first prints? He did not tell me they're first prints, but he told me this was an early print. So I did bid on this a little bit, but then it went past where I was willing to spend on it. So it went for $960. The only reason I bid on that is because Back to the Future and Karate Kid are like my favorite movies of all time. So New Kids on the Block, Hangin' Tough, factory sealed cassette with hype sticker, $492. These cassettes are really no joke now. Like they're really starting to take off. And I think these are kind of interesting. I actually think it's more interesting than VHS personally. I think that VHS, I guess, I don't know. I don't know why. I just don't really connect with it quite as much. I mean, maybe it's because you could see the movie in the theater, and then there's like, I don't know. And maybe, I didn't really watch VHSs like multiple times, but I think cassettes I used to just listen to over and over and over again. So I think I feel a little bit more of a connection to them. But I guess the other thing is just kind of like going back, finding some of this stuff, I think is really interesting. And then this time period, this was like when all music at this time period was pretty much primarily released on cassette. So I think it's kind of interesting because a lot of this stuff that came out in the 90s, 80s was pretty much, primarily cassette. So yeah. Okay, this is an early Karate Kid, $894.
My God.
Yeah.
Yo, did I tell you I found Dances with Wolves?
Oh yeah.
And Pinocchio unopened Disney masterpiece Pinocchio VHS.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Yeah, I'm going to send it off because I feel like if it's the right one, people don't eat. They're asking for 10,000. That don't mean they've been getting 10,000, but they're asking for 10,000.
Man, I'm going to tell you. Hold on one second.
Here we go. Here we go. I shouldn't have said shit, Ferg.
This is something I think is a cool pickup. Is Matrix, just one of the earliest DVDs.
Yeah.
And so I've been kind of looking at these. I think VHS came. VHS is blowing up. I'm pretty sure DVDs are going to come at some point. So I've been looking at. I haven't gone too crazy on DVDs, but I've been looking at certain ones that are like cheap, $5 to $10, stuff like that. I think a lot of it probably has to do with the watermarks, with the dates, things like that. If people are looking for different prints, so there's not like the problem with all this stuff: VHS, video games, cassettes, DVDs. Nobody really knows what a first print is, and then they keep on doing research until they kind of figure it out. So if you notice anything like this Karate Kid, it doesn't say first print; it just says Karate Kid sealed tape, right?
Mm-hmm.
doesn't really distinguish the different versions. So same way as video games, you need to look at the legal lines, kind of look at the dates, make sure it's not like, if the DVD released in 1999 and it says 2001, that's probably not going to be the first print of that DVD. Also, if you see like greatest hits or, some sort of sticker that refers to it being a blockbuster and, that something that gives you an inclination that it was not the first DVD, like those are the types of things you should be thinking about. So that's I don't 100% know, but I know to look at that stuff, and then I know the watermarks are pretty important too. So
I had a question on VHSs, and like the same kind of question with like PSA versus CGC, or PSA versus Beckett, CGC versus CBCS. I know that, what is it? Yeah, this Beckett DNA company, is it them or IGS kind of standard for VHS? Do you know? Or anyone in the chat?
You kind of see, I mean, yeah, I don't 100% know. What's interesting is IGS was actually a video game grading company, and there was some kind of like sketchiness there, and they actually were like, F this, we don't care about your video games, we're moving to VHS. So that's really what happened. So I don't know, but they seem to be very respected in this world. So I guess they did what they were, what they planned to do. So they seem to be like a pretty reputable grading company. There's also Rewind grading as well. That does these, and then they also are doing cassettes and CDs and everything else too.
Because I know with I'll go back to the IGS. I didn't point this out, so like the IGS label here, you can see that they have a grade on the case and then like the wrapping as well. So it's kind of like mid grades for Beckett, which with the VHS or the DNA, it just does the grade, and it's kind of an uglier. I don't know. It doesn't display as well in my honest opinion, but
yeah.
Anyway, so.
Quake, I actually won this one. I just thought it was. I just think this is a great game. I think it's iconic, so I went for it.
So, is this the one you won? Is this the one you won? This particular one?
This is the one I won, but it's weird because I won it for 600, but it says 720 there. So I hope somebody didn't like beat me out.
Sounds like you got beat out, buddy.
I don't think I did because it said it was in my completed auctions. I don't know.
Is it at your house?
No.
Then you got beat out, bro.
But it says winning bid 600 with buyer's premium 720.
Okay.
And 3 bids.
All right, cool. All right. So I feel good. I'm back.
I think you're good.
I'm back in. No, PC games though are really interesting. NES I think is awesome. If you're going modern, I think the DS and Switch and Wii stuff is really cool. But if you want to go historical, just like the Japanese stuff that I'm telling you all about with, some of the PlayStation and Nintendo games, the PC stuff is where a lot of this stuff started in the United States. So I think it's great to go for like some of those iconic games like Quake, like Tomb Raider, like what else? There's so many games. I mean, Warcraft, World of Warcraft, Elder Scrolls, things like that. I think those are all great buys.
StarCraft? Did you buy
StarCraft? Of course, yeah. StarCraft also, yeah.
Civilization?
Yes, Civilization.
CalStop.
There's a lot. There's a lot of games.
Go.
SimCity.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Marvel Spotlight 5, CGC 9.6 went for 31,320. I just grabbed a few books that I just thought were, kind of cool.
You bought this?
I did not buy this.
Oh, okay.
I bought the Quake.
I was about to say, Vinny got money.
Yeah,
He's buying $30,000 books out here.
Okay, so this was interesting to me. This is the Tenjin Tetris. So Tetris was first made by, it was published by Tenjin, and then Nintendo won out claimed the rights to publish it after that in May of 1989. So This Tenjin version was put on shelves for about 4 weeks, and then it was recalled. So it was taken off the shelves, and then the Nintendo version came afterwards. So this is just a CIB copy of this game, and it went for $840. So that was pretty cool. Michael Jackson Thriller factory sealed cassette. Look at this. See, they don't even tell you what. You have no idea what this is. Clear back QET 38112 UPC Epic CPS tape. It's like I don't know what print this is, which is why I didn't bid on it, but it's interesting.
They just took a scan of the back and like, yeah, that works.
But if you notice, that's how a lot of video games are too. They do the same thing. They're like Rev A, 3-screw, SOQ, like just all these
R1,
random
R3,
things.
R2, all that bullshit. Yeah.
It's close to midnight. Something evil lurking in the dark.
But definitely,
that was my tape. Iconic tape.
Iconic.
It's very iconic. Would you guys rather have the vinyl or the cassette?
Vinyl all day.
Yeah, I think the vinyl, because when it came out, it was, I think the dominant format was vinyl at that time. Yeah. So this is kind of like kind of like a reissue, probably, right?
Let me tell you something. There's a meme that says if you was leaning on your album cover, that's how you knew it was jamming in the 80s. That's how you knew the album was jamming in the 80s. If everybody was, because Lionel Richie leaned on his album cover, Michael Jackson leaned on his album cover. I think Luther Vandross was leaning on the album cover. There's a bunch of rock stars leaning on album covers. So if they leaned on that album cover, it was a jamming ass album. Shout out to the lean on the album cover. Absolutely.
Shout out to lean.
Shout out to the lean. So there was a action figure auction on Heritage that was going. It might still be going right now, but I was just kind of watching it right before the show, and I grabbed a few things and annoyed Ferd some more with multiple slides.
I was his paralegal for the
yeah, he was my paralegal.
Afternoon, man.
So I sent him these, but I thought this was interesting. So Castle Grayskull, a sealed one, with the iconic box and everything, $3,750.
I wonder if I can confuse them from Walmart and get the one from Walmart and say it's the original and see if I can make that $3,000.
I think they know what they're doing for the most part.
I mean, I can just change the box out to this. Okay. Go ahead, carry on.
Okay. Battle Cat, $1,500. Pretty cool.
I got that.
Skeletor, $2,250.
I got that.
Beastman. Why? I don't know why Beastman went for so much more.
Beastman is like hard to find.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, Beastman is like a thing.
So $6,875.
Because of the great movie from the 80s, Good Journey. Beastman's in that movie.
Oh,
Good Journey.
Do you remember that? Like, Good Journey. That's what they.
Good Journey.
Yeah. And they don't eat meat. The rib bones and everything. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Good Journey.
I have no idea what y'all are talking about.
Bro, you don't remember? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Vinny. You have to go watch Masters of the Universe with Dolph Lundgren as He-Man.
Yeah.
They don't say goodbye at the end because they got the little short, little furry little thing that look like Willow.
The hair.
He got a weird nose, and I don't know. He looks like a mixture of Shrek and Willow, and so, but they never say goodbye. So at the end of the movie, all is well. Skeletor is gone. He's whatever. They'd be like, "Will I see you again?" And he's like, "Well, we don't say goodbye. We say good journey."
Oh, okay.
And then they walk off into the great beyond, and and He-Man, or they walk back to Eternia, heaven. You know what I'm saying? They, is what it is.
Courtney Cox, she's all confused. What's going on.
Plays the weird saxophone guitar thing. Good journey.
Actually, Pickles has one of those in his basement. In fact, that's what
okay.
Sure does.
Mm-hmm.
He does. Yeah. Sorry. Continue.
No problem.
Good journey, Vinny.
Storm Shadow, $1,437.50. Now there were some Transformers in this auction too. I just, I couldn't send any more to Ferd before.
Yeah, I would have blew up. I would quit. I would quit the show.
Yeah. First, Snake Eyes, 2,375.
Jeez, Snake Eyes is still bringing in money.
I still want one of those, man. I love that. That was my favorite thing. I think that was everybody's. A lot of people, right? Like, I think everybody would go to the Toys R Us and look for the Snake Eyes, and then not find it, and just keep on trying to get their parents to take them over there to find it. So
yeah. I wanted that Snake Eyes. I really, this is not a plug. I do want that new HasLab G.I. Joe helicopter that they're funding right now. I think that's really good. They got Ripcord. I mean, like if you break to the next tier, they're going to unlock Ripcord, and they got the dude that looked like Sergeant Slaughter, Wild Bill Hiccup, or whatever my man's name is.
I think it was Sergeant Slaughter, right?
It's not Sergeant Slaughter. It's some dude named Wild Bill, something another.
When I was in India, when I was maybe 15 years old, I was visiting family and stuff. I was at some shop and I found the International Heroes version of like every G.I. Joe I ever wanted as a child, and I bought them. They were like so cheap. They were like 50 cents each. So I bought one of each. So they're all somewhere. Don't have any idea, in my parents' house. I don't know where they are.
So what were they called? They weren't called G.I. Joe. What were they called?
They were called G.I. Joe International Heroes. I have one of them. I have Quick Kick like here somewhere, but the box is like all beat up. I found that one, but I can't find like the Snake Eyes or the Storm Shadow or any of those other ones.
We got a question in the chat real quick from a new listener. Do you guys know where we can get I can't Dvorak? Oh, I can't. I don't know how to say that.
Dvorak,
you guys know that vinyl?
Antonin Dvorak.
Mm-hmm.
96 American String Quartet on vinyl. It sounds like some classical shit.
Yeah, it's classical for sure.
So it's like an opus. Antonin Dvorak's, I guess, opus 96. I don't know.
I don't think it's opus.
You guys ever seen that before or heard of it?
No.
First of all,
this is like a question for my wife. She definitely would know that.
First of all, Antonin Dvorak sound like some shit you catch on your feet. Yeah, man. Listen, you call it Antonin Dvorak. Man, you need to get some tough acting to clear it up.
Oh, God. Why?
Well, Marcus, we missed your NFT stuff. You got some.
Yeah, I did. I missed. I missed the. Keep it up now. Don't go down. Stay
sorry,
right
sorry, Destiny.
This is what I want.
We just don't know. We just don't. We're ignorant. We're ignorant.
This is what I want. The Web3 movie experience. That's what I want.
So click on this.
Man, what is that? Superman. What is the Web3 movie experience? What are we doing? We're watching on
no, Superman.
Oh, Superman.
Yeah,
okay, hold
Superman.
on. Why is it doing that? Hold on. Sorry, guys.
Why are they trying to make you listen to everything on your and watch everything on your MetaMask? Nonsense.
It will not let me click on this, Marcus. It will not.
It's not. Oh, will it go back up? We'll go back up.
Oh, watch the trailer.
Watch trailer. That's what I want. I want y'all to watch this.
All right.
For the first time ever, Superman Web3 movie experience. Immerse yourself in a one-of-a-kind digital world. Journey to exciting locations, including the Fortress of Solitude and Lex Luthor's lair, where you'll discover new digital Easter eggs. Get closer using Superman's X-ray vision to uncover amazing content and an original illustration by one of 3 DC artists. Get access to specially curated galleries with Warner Brothers Archives costumes. Relive the epic movie in 4K Ultra HD. Then continue your journey with hours of bonus features and much more.
I've got you.
You've got me. Who's got you?
Superman Web3 movie experience. Collect all 3 premium editions. Available for only 24 hours. Dropping June 9th at 8 a.m. at web3.wb.com. Alluvio account registration required.
So, if you have a bat cowl, then you can purchase these right now. And it is a full Web3 metaverse experience. I see, Ryan, you got it. It's for the people that want the premium experience, it's $100, but you get an original drawing from, and I'm gonna tell you the names because I can see them right now. I have access to that part. It's gonna be Ivan Reese, Bill. I can never say his last name.
Sinkovich?
Yeah, Sinkovich, and the other one is Ben Oliver. Those are the three people that have drawn Superman. And you purchase and you get that as a thing. And if you buy the $100 one, then if you have a back count, no, I think if you don't, whether you have a back count or not, you buy the $100 one, you get like 5 DC NFT comics, like a mystery pack. So you don't know which one you'll pull. It could be, legendaries or whatever the case may be. You can pull that Superman that goes for big money, or you could pull, first Batman. I don't know if they did first Batman yet, but whatever it is, it's really a great buy. I mean, I've already got it, so I'm gonna dig into it later on tonight because I do want to see it. I haven't seen the original Superman movie in years, and just to kind of play with the Easter eggs and things like that. But all of that is if you have a back cowl, you can buy it now and do all that. If not, you can purchase it first thing in the morning. It's only going to be available for 24 hours. We'll put the link up. It's Web3 DC, whatever. But you have to go get an Illuvio account as well. And the Illuvio is ELUVIO.io.
So you're going to take the little spotlight on the building and then look around for a kryptonite? Is that what you're going to do? I'm just wondering if that's what you can do. I'm just asking.
He's just asking.
I'm just asking a question.
Are you mad?
Can I be honest?
If I want to look for kryptonite in Lex Luthor's spot, damn it, I can do that. And I don't want you to be honest. I want you to spend your money and buy Superman the Web3 experience.
Here's the thing. It's cool. I think it's cool that they've made a collectible out of it, but sometimes Web3 is like an excuse to like
do some bullshit. I know. I get it.
All like the random shit that they would give with like a DVD, like the extra content that
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Stuff like that. It's like I don't know. Like I don't really care to see the wardrobe, and I don't know. But maybe people do. People probably do. So
who cares to see it? Superman enthusiasts. And here's the reality of the situation. It's really coming at a great time simply because DC is on a run right now with Flash that's getting ready to do what it's doing. If anybody with a collectible mind is thinking, then they're saying, okay, well, DC is probably finna make a run. I probably need to grab all this early shit because it's the first Superman. As a Web3 experience, it's only going to be X amount of whatever for however long. Once it disappears, who knows what utilities come with it on the other side outside of just, the traditional shit, because that's what everybody has been doing. They've been doing what we call added value on our side of the fence, Vinny. So they've been doing all this added value shit. So who knows what's really connected to this thing? You may buy this thing and then say, hey, everybody that has these can go and just redeem the first Action Comics.
Yeah,
you just never know where it's going.
But
to your point, it is. I think it's cool. I bought it, but I do understand it is some bullshit too, and it is just DVD extras that they just made Web3 available.
Web3.
So I get it. But
you have to connect your wallet to like access the same shit.
They took my money.
I mean, a lot of Web3 stuff is cool, and then some of it's just, I don't know. It's just like they're just trying to find something to give as an incentive.
You're going to hate on it until they give me an Action Comics, and then you're going to be like, well, damn, I should have bought one.
I know. Probably. But then I'll be like, damn, now I need a regular one, real one.
And that's when I'm going to say, hello. Okay, no worries. Are we going to talk about Spider-Verse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Wow. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, Spider-Verse. What are y'all thinking? What was the overall? Are we there? What are we doing? How do we feel about it? Just me and my good friend Jim Lee. Miles Morales.
I really liked it. I thought it was awesome. I thought it was like visually looked incredible. I think just like it was a fun movie. I think it was a fun movie. I think, obviously there were some elements that were like a little bit more for a younger audience. But I really liked it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean, I think the music was really well done. I liked how they opened up with Spider-Gwen. I was really excited about Miles kind of being, the central part of obviously he's the central part of the movie. Kind of his struggles, like kind of trying to find his kind of, I don't know, personal kind of growth, like his evolution as a character is like what I thought was really cool. I was really shocked at how much I liked Spot as a villain. He just got more evil throughout the movie. That's what I was shocked at. But no, I thought it was great. I don't know if I'd give it like 10 out of 10. I'd probably give it like a 9.2 out of 10. Just because it's like leading up to like the third movie. So it's like a sequel, right? Of a trilogy. I don't know. But no, I thought it was great. I would definitely go see it again in movie theaters. Even. Yeah. So what do you guys, I didn't see a huge bump in UF4 number 1 9.8 first print. I saw a little bit of a bump, and we talked about that last week. But what other Miles spec are you guys thinking about getting into at this point, or are you not?
I got that Ultimate Comics, the Ultimate Spider-Man, whatever it was, the Ultimate Comics Spider-Man number 1 newsstand. I was going after newsstands for a little while, so UF4 newsstand, that newsstand. Maybe I think I got some of the villains back. I believe. I believe.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm going after Spider-Punk. I think he really made a dent in the movie. He really stood out. Man, Miles. Brad, you're not even lying. Evil Miles stood out. Yeah. The Prowler, that was dope. I think that man, again, Gwen, she has depth to her character now. Like, like she's going through shit with her daddy, and it's, you don't understand, and I mean, it was good. I was thinking about Trey's comments, and I know Trey's not here to defend himself, but I'm still gonna drop his ass in the grease because I don't give a damn. How about that? Trey said something where he was like, man, it was about, who cares about Spider-Ham, and everybody clapping about Spider-Ham, and, and all the rest of that stuff. I didn't really see the Spider-Ham piece, and I went back and I've seen this movie 3 times. I saw Spider-Ham. Nobody clapped when Spider-Ham was over here on this side. Although people did clap for Peter Parker because he was finally a dad. Mm-hmm. Like, he was a dad. He went and he basically told Miles, I had, my daughter because of you. You made me better, and da-da-da-da. I love the fact, I mean, if y'all ain't seen it at this point, it doesn't even matter no more. I'm here. You could be there now. Please sit. Bird. Okay. Anyway, it's people being funny. Anyway, it had so many levels to the movie that you got to go back and watch it at least 2 more times just so you can catch every Easter egg that is really out there, because it's a bunch of them.
Yeah,
it is a bunch of Easter, from Donald Glover being there, and and he's Prowler, arrested, and I mean, there's so many moving parts that you will miss if you're looking at it with the wrong colored, with rose-colored glasses. I guess that's what they say. But if you look at the movie for what it is, incredible movie. Miles did a great job. This is where Miles and Gwen begin to come in and take over the Spider-Verse. I mean, let's just be honest. Jessica Drew, Spider-Woman, she did good. Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099, great. I mean, if you don't have that book, shame on you, because it's just a matter of time. You still got time to get the damn book. Go get that first appearance of Spider 99. I'd go grab as much of it as I can, because you're probably going to see a small bump right now until the next movie come out next year, and that's when they're really going to unload with him. That's just how it looks. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I would go after Ben Reilly right now as well, even though he's kind of a dork. I would still go after, the Ben Reilly Scarlet Spider. You know what I'm saying? Because he's actually actively moving in the movie right now, currently where it stopped at. You know what I mean?
I had a question on the Evil Miles spec. So he's in the movie. He's Prowler. He's not the Spider-Man 10 name. So that didn't go up as much as I thought it was going to go up. Is that still considered like the book to get if you're going after Evil Miles? Or is it kind of like a tough one now? Right?
My personal opinion, I think it's a tough one now because they did it like Prowler and didn't do it as whatever. But again, just the fact that there's an Evil Miles out, you know what I'm saying? And watch this. Did they? And I don't remember. I've seen the movie. Did he say he was Prowler?
Yeah.
In the movie, he did. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
like his uncle, he's like, I didn't know you're Prowler, blah blah blah. And he's like, I'm not Prowler.
Yeah.
Evil Miles. Which book did you say, Fred? I thought it was a Spider-Man 2 #1, right?
There's Spider-Man number 10 where it's Ultimatum is the first appearance.
Oh, I thought it was in that Spider-Man 2 #1. Maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're right. Never mind. There is an appearance of him in there, but I was thinking the Ultimatum is more like one people were kind of going after. I sold mine a while back. I just didn't believe in it, but
the cover with Miles and Gwen where they're kissing, that one probably too, that Miles book.
Yeah,
I didn't see that bump up as much as I thought either, but I still think it's good.
They haven't kissed yet,
right?
But it's coming. Like it's all this shit, is coming, right? Like that he's about to pull that sword out. So I think Ralph is really on to something, or whoever pulled that spec out talking about the sword in the group chat.
It was Ralph.
It was Ralph. Yeah. Like I definitely believe in that. I definitely also too, with the announcement of the live action Miles. It's so many moving parts with Miles right now. All I'm saying is is he gonna retire you? No, unless you just have original art of Miles. But if you want to make some money, you should be buying as many Ultimate Fallout 4s as you possibly can, because there's a million Deadpools. There's a million New Mutant 98s out there. I mean, they're all over the place. But it's still a $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 book, $2,000 book if it's in high grade, whatever. I mean, I think about it and took a hit just because of everything going on. But I'm just saying, it's still a money book. It's still a money book. Hey, what's up, Ralph? Brad, I'm telling you, these kids are gonna know Miles to spin all of this shit. I cannot stress it enough. Miles. I'm not saying that because I don't fuck with Peter. Of course I fuck with Peter. I grew up with Peter Parker, but I'm telling y'all, these kids it's Miles mania right now. Every time this Spider-Verse shit comes, it's Miles mania.
Yeah. I think the other I don't know if you guys knew, but like there was a lot of Sanford Green artwork that was used in throughout the movie too, which I thought was really cool.
Man, for sure. And shout out to Vinny, because Vinny, he had some stuff to do with the soundtrack. He's an incredible guy. Vinny did good.
Oh yeah.
Didn't you have something to do with it too?
Vinny had something to do with the soundtrack. No, I did nothing with the soundtrack. Vinny did something with the soundtrack.
I'm gonna put that plaque back up there.
Because there will be a plaque. There will be a plaque, Vinny.
There's no doubt.
People are talking about that soundtrack, Vinny. You know that, right? Yeah. Like the world is talking about that soundtrack. Like that's one of the best. They're comparing that soundtrack to like Boys in the Hood, or what is
8
it?
Mile.
8 Mile. Yeah, 8 Mile. There's 8 Mile comparisons.
But even the score was good too, not just the sound.
Score was really good.
I thought the score was really good.
Music was music gets 10 out of 10 for me. It kept me engaged in the whole movie too, even like the cut, like the transition scenes and whatever. It was edit. It should win an Oscar for editing. at least,
I can almost guarantee it will win another Oscar just for animated series. It's going to be tough.
Yeah.
Unless Super Mario Brothers just comes. I mean, and Super Mario Brothers was a monster. But if we're talking about just straight animated and, and shit like that, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to beat Spider-Verse.
Yeah, it was like didn't mean to cut you off, Marcus. Just wanted to mention, it was kind of like a living, breathing comic book.
Yeah.
Not like live action or anything, but it was just like a living, like I said, a living and breathing comic book.
Yeah, it was an amazing journey. And the only thing that I didn't like, and I know everybody on this panel feels the same way. The cliffhanger was whack. It was trash. The cliffhanger was trash. Where they chose to pause it was trash. I was like, what? I mean, it was cool. Like it, like I get, my evil Miles met original Miles and my dad and boopty bop,
but it kind of speaks to how good the movie was, right? Because you didn't want it to end.
That's it. Facts. That's a true statement.
Well, thanks, guys. Ralph, great timing. Sneakers. This is your hood, man.
Yeah. Just starting up here with another Michael Jordan game worn pair. I'm gonna shoot you the link, Ferd. It's on a auction site that I'm not too familiar with. Just give me a second.
Marcus, how you feel about Michael Jordan game worn sneakers? How you feel about that? We were talking earlier, Ralph, before you got here about Michael Jackson's glove, and Marcus talked about how disgusting that was.
So I'm saying, who are we talking about? Michael Jordan's game worn sneakers?
Yeah, game worn.
From 1983, like the stank from 1983, still there.
But I believe that Jordan had on the socks of heaven, so he didn't go in there barefoot and just left toe jam and shit in the shoe. He had on socks, so the sock sweat could be absorbed, and the shoes are just rough because they've been ran through. But you put your hand in a glove. Gloves stink. Wear a glove all day and take it off, and it smell inside the glove.
Yeah. Okay. So here's the actual auction site. I'm not sure if you guys are too familiar with this one, but it looks pretty legit to me. They have a few pictures to kind of back up that these are actually game worn. What I was actually surprised about was the price. So the minimum, obviously this is going to be a piece for a whale or something like that, but 10K. I mean, just starting off to start off this auction, I didn't think was too bad. Obviously, it's still a lot of money, but to have something that's game worn, it's his first gold medal. Essentially, it's the first shoe not the first shoe he ever wore, but for a gold medal at least. So I thought this was pretty interesting.
Oh.
If you want to scroll down a little bit further, just so we can, yeah. So they do look pretty beat. There's a few pictures here to kind of, I guess, authenticate that these are actually shoes that he wore. Yeah, minimum bid was 10K. It's at 17. There's only 7 bids. There's about 3 days left. But I mean, for somebody that is super into Michael Jordan, collecting game worn shoes or apparel, I don't think this is a crazy price, I would say. What do you guys think?
I'm gonna go with the only time that Mike was in something other than Nikes, I gotta grab it.
Right. I mean, how many of these are actually out there and available? So I mean, if you're looking for something rare, I don't think you can miss with this. And like it says there, it says known, fully documented. So these got to be legit, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think the price is too crazy because it's not on a site like Golden. But if this were to eventually hit Golden, I'm pretty sure they would pump this up and promo it for it to go to get to a crazy price. But yeah, I mean, I thought this was pretty interesting.
That's dope.
Are you guys buying them?
You found it. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, pretty random, but I
Mhm.
mean, I thought it was interesting. Michael Jordan game worn, and like I said, the price is kind of what intrigued me.
Mhm.
Minimum bid was 10K, and
Yeah.
it's still a lot of money, but for something that's game worn and Michael Jordan, I figured I'd just throw it in here.
Yeah, you ain't got to worry about me buying them. I can
Yeah, I mean,
appreciate them from afar.
if you have 10K laying, or I shouldn't say 10K, is at 17, but I mean, what do you guys think this is going to end at?
God, 3 days left, probably at least 25 to 30.
That's what I was
I would
thinking.
think.
Yeah, at least
Yeah.
25, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll go with 30.
30.
I'll say 30. Yeah.
It doesn't present as well, like, you know, it doesn't have the,
Yeah.
like, you know, whatever, but shit, man, it's like it's 83, you know, it's pre-NBA, is it pre-college, or I guess it's during college because it's Olympics, but
Yeah,
yeah.
I think what's kind of holding it back, like I said, is the auction site. It's not something that's I wasn't too familiar with it, but like I said, if it ended up on Golden, I'm pretty
Mhm.
sure it would go pretty crazy. So
Yeah.
Yeah, what is this site? What was that site?
Hold on.
It's called Gray Flannel Auctions.
Man, that's
Yeah, right. It's pretty
That's like
obscure.
man, that's like buying tickets. That's like buying concert tickets on Wish. Them shoes gonna come back. You thought it was Michael Jordan, the Dikembe Mutombos.
But I mean, okay, think about this. You end up buying this for, let's just say it doesn't get past 20.
Mhm.
You buy it for 20. You somehow get them authenticated, and you put them up on Golden. You don't think they'd go for more on Golden?
yeah,
Not right away, but down the line.
yeah, I do.
Yeah. So, yeah, pretty cool piece right here.
Cool.
What do we got next? Okay, so this is more of a 78. He's not here. But this is actually
Hey,
something
is
oh, is he? He just joined?
yeah.
Oh, right on time, man.
Right on time.
So like I was telling the
Thanos.
guys, I included these Atmos Adidas Rivalry Low 86s, and you can't really see it in this picture, but there is a 33 here.
There's a
Obviously, this is a
33.
Georgetown colorway. I mean, I thought it was pretty cool. You know, I don't know if it was you, Marcus, that said you had a Georgetown jacket, starter jacket. Tell me these wouldn't look pretty good. Pretty good.
Absolutely. And I would wear it if I still had my Georgetown starter jacket.
What
I
about
would wear
today?
those.
You wouldn't wear these today?
Because I'm too old to wear a starter jacket. I don't want to get robbed.
No, I'm talking
So,
about the shoes. The
You think
shoes.
you get robbed for wearing a starter jacket right now?
No, I don't think
mean,
people are getting robbed for those today.
you don't shit.
Back then. Back in
Kids
the
are
day.
hey, look. Here's on newsflash. Kids are thrifting again. My son just went thrifting, came back with some pants that he bought for $20, and he looked them up on eBay. They sell for $300. They're thrifting, so they don't. All it takes is a
vintage
good
thrifting
jug.
is a huge thing.
Yeah, all it takes is a good jug. Oh man, bring them starter jackets back. Yeah, give it
78.
here.
What do you think about these?
The forms there are. I mean, the colorway's
They're
okay.
not
you know.
forums though. I mean, I know
Not
they look
forums.
like
They
the
look like
forums.
forums, right?
Yeah, they do look like forums.
Yeah. Yeah. The thing I liked about them, they're a wider shoe than the the superstars.
Yeah, yeah.
And the toe was softer. The superstars, I always had a problem. Like they hurt my toes. Because I used to skate superstars just because I wanted to look like Richard and Galides.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it's a nice colorway.
yeah, you can't really see it here also in the picture here, but the blue part is actually kind of snakeskin. So
Snake, yeah, you can see it on the heel tab a bit.
yeah,
Oh, that's fancy.
it's a pretty they didn't skimp on the material is what I want to say.
Yeah.
It looks like suede /
Nuba?
nubuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
But pretty cool shoe overall, I thought. And then jumping over to these Travis Scott lows. I know Trey posted these earlier in the week in the Discord, but figure I'd throw these up just to get your guys' opinion. These look like samples. They don't look like the end product. But like you guys know, anything that's Travis Scott is gonna make money on the resale. But you guys golf? Any of you guys golfers up here?
Mm-mm.
No one?
Trey is.
Yeah, I know Trey is. But what do you guys think about this colorway as it is? I mean, I doubt it's the finished product, but it's pretty basic, right?
No, but it's nice though. Like that's again, it's people are going like these kids nowadays go for less is more. So
Right.
they'll go for a black shoe with just a reverse Nike swoosh like that and spend $600 and say because they Travis Scott's. So it's, I mean, that's the thing.
In
No doubt.
Houston, I mean, is everybody literally wearing Travis Scott's? They
No,
got to be, right? No?
no, we do not wear. I mean, they get them. I mean, we ain't got no problem with Travis. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, but right now in Houston, everybody wearing shoes all over the place: Vans, Doc Martens, Balenciagas, Louboutins. It's just Bally's. They all over the place.
I just figured since he's from Houston, there'd be a ton more people just wearing Travis Scott's left and right.
Nope.
Hometown pride, no.
Nah. Houston is a fickle market. Houston is very Beyonce could be in here and they gonna see her at Fiesta at the grocery store and be like, hey, what's up, girl? And I mean we literally don't care. You know what I'm saying? That's Houston for you though. So
Makes sense.
Cool. 78. We're gonna switch over to you here. What you got, man?
Oh, okay, sure. Oh yeah, just one of the big news this week. Collectibles, not just toys, but collectibles. HasLab from Hasbro, their Kickstarter kind of campaign thing launched, and they did a GI Joe, the 112, so the larger scale figures. Dragonfly, the big ass chopper. Everyone get to the chopper, and this thing is huge. I mean, you can see the little diagram there. It's over 2.5 feet long. $275. You get at the base offering, you get one figure, and this thing funded in 24 hours. Yeah, kind of a no-brainer. Everyone was surprised that it was a vehicle this big, and everyone was happy. Well, you can say because it got funded with the price point.
It was huge.
This thing is huge. I mean, there's my doppelganger twin there in the photo in the bottom. Right?
Yeah,
It's
for
big,
real.
man. It's big, right? It comes with lights. The cockpit lights up. The blades rotate. It comes with the Wild Bill figure, and they've already unlocked. We're going to unlock the first one at least. Ripcord, and there's going to be 2 more. I think we're going to unlock everything.
What did you say? You said
well.
78. What did you say? You said the what lighter?
The cockpit. The control panel. The control panel.
Oh man.
All right, no problem. Cool.
The other thing is, just to show my age and Ralph's age here. Girls skateboards, chocolate skateboards, had their 20th anniversary. I can't believe it's been 20 years since this.
That's crazy.
Board came out, and they did a cool thing where they're re-releasing the graphics with photos or stills from the board, and they're making it a lenticular board.
Yeah.
So the lenticular is that old school 3D tech when we were kids, on the rulers. You can see it here as the board flips.
That's hard.
Yeah, as the board flips, it does a little gimmicky thing there. So
That's cool.
Yeah, I caved in. I bought one, and I got the Owen Wilson shirt.
Oh, word.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, the Owen Wilson shirt. So there was a famous thing in the video where they had Owen Wilson come in and say a few things, and then they do a little tricky edit, and a guy that dressed like Owen Wilson does a trick down a handrail.
Yeah, I think it was Costin.
Yeah, it was Costin dressed as yeah.
But yeah, I thought this was super cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. I got a board somewhere, and it's signed by like most of the team when they visited Australia.
Sick.
Yeah, I got that somewhere. I'll bring it out maybe for next week.
That's cool.
That's hella cool.
The HasLab campaign, definitely something to keep an eye out. You still got a month. So
I'm actually going to do it. I'm actually going to get it because one thing about GI Joe, man, it's like, man, that's the gift that keeps on giving. I don't know what it is. People, GI shit just won't die. That's one thing that's one brand that will not go nowhere. GI Joe, shit.
I actually disagree with you on that because
because
because like those movies haven't been that great, and there hasn't been a cartoon to really continue the legacy. So I don't know if kids are going to care about GI Joe like we do.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think GI Joe is always just one thing away from them just getting back to prominence. I think it's just like Mask. Hold on,
Yeah,
sorry.
man.
Also, it's like a
Yeah.
show. They all have like guns in the show. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like
Yeah,
I don't know if they're trying to push that to kids as much. I'm not sure. My
It's a
son was
tricky
playing.
one. It's a tricky
My
one because like it's really hard to do the old show again because of the climate nowadays.
Right.
my,
You
my
can't get
son
away with that shit.
my son was
So,
playing with water guns the other day at his summer camp, and
yeah,
they don't call them water guns; they call them water blasters.
blasters. That's right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vinny. Newsflash: you have money. You live in a very prestigious part of town. In the hood, get them water guns and y'all shoot each other. Where you are, hey, those are water blasters. Don't play with
No,
the
I think
water
I
blasters,
think it's a
guys.
societal thing. I don't think it's a where I live thing. No,
It's
I
all
don't.
the
Bro.
packaging. It's a blaster. Yeah.
Bro, I'm telling you, my kids right now, they say water blasters. But
That's
if I go to the hood, they'll say the kids over there, they saying water guns. Super soaker, man, give me the water gun.
Oh man,
That's it.
I don't know. I just don't know. I love GI Joe. It was like one of my favorite properties of all time, but I don't know if it's gonna last. I don't know if it'll last.
I agree.
By
with you. There
miles.
is that.
Just
I,
kidding.
that it is if you look at it currently, that's for sure true. And that they shit the bed with Snake Eyes, the movie, that was so crap. But
Yeah.
in terms of one of the older IPs, I would say that they got a lot of interesting characters, and they could, if the right team comes along, creative team, they could do something for sure. Yeah, I mean, even GI Joe wasn't going to release Cobra Commander with the hood. His
Yeah.
OG look.
Yeah.
Cool. Sorry, a little distracted here. Doing stuff in the background. We're ending a little early tonight, guys. I have an obligation that I have to leave in 10 minutes, so we're kind of skipping through some of the slides here and ending with the this or that segment, and we'll take it away. So I did kind of a better job of describing what these are. So got $100. GI Joe 153 9.8. That's the direct edition, and then Bo Jackson Toys R Us USA PSA rookie in a 9.0. Which one you guys got?
I think I'm gonna go Bo Jackson.
Yeah.
I've never seen this before. This looks pretty cool. So
Yeah.
I remember these cards. I do remember these cards. I don't remember how you got them. I don't remember, but I remember having them. I would definitely go for the Bo Jackson, just purely with nostalgia.
I'm going Bo Jackson. Jackson.
I think the
I mean,
Toys R Us
Toys R Us
kinda
is
cool.
not with us right now.
Right? Yeah. They're no longer with us, right? Cool.
And
Bonos.
And then a little
Lana again.
Yeah, Lana Del Rey, man, just pops up on vinyl. Whenever I do vinyls, like when I do a search for like these prices, Lana just always shows up around that $300 level, and then a little combo Adidas and Dragon Ball Z in one kind of collab. What do you guys like in this one?
I'm going Adidas.
Adidas.
Yeah. Going Adidas.
I'm going to vinyl.
Yeah, I'm going with the vinyl. Yep.
Me too.
I mean, some people can take the cover straight home to the bathroom. I'm going to go.
Yo. Light it up. What?
A little motivation.
A little motivation.
I don't know, like with those sneakers, the anime or the cartoons or those property sneakers, I always find them. I don't know. Like for little kids, I get it, but once you become like a teenager, adult,
come on,
Lana
Del Rey.
The
name of the album is "Lust for Life." Just take the for life off and just lust.
You heard it here first, folks. Vinny, this was kind of we were talking about old school like Mega Mans, for example, for 1500, and so I found this for you.
Great. I 100% would do the Mega Man. And it looks like without turning it around, it actually does look like a first print. So I think I'd be going for that Mega Man over the PS2.
What? Oh, so this is white edition sealed. I didn't even know this existed.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just white basically,
Yeah,
and it
it's just
was
a white one.
limited. I just thought it was. I remember I had like one friend that got it because it was white, and I just thought it was crazy how someone just didn't open this for
Yeah, that is
20
crazy.
years, right? It's sealed, so that
is
there-
wild.
it's
So
factory
it's
sealed
theirs?
too.
It's
What's that?
theirs. It's theirs. Like whoever your friend is, that's his.
No. I just remember back in the day, a friend bought it for
Oh.
it was like limited, so there was some type of limit of how many were produced. So
Yeah.
made me think of it.
Nah, I'm going with Mega Man.
Yeah,
you can't. I mean, it's legendary, Mega Man,
Right.
without
Yeah,
question.
Vinny doesn't catch L's on these, so I'm
Yeah,
going
exactly.
with
You
Mega
just
Man.
said first print, right?
yeah.
Rockman.
Yeah.
Rockman.
Rockman, right.
So 78. I was gonna talk about Mega Man variants today. So in a future episode, I will.
Oh, word. Oh, word.
We'll be digging into
Okay.
Rockman.
Yeah. That was my guy.
And
I
last
bet.
but not
Confused as a kid.
last but not least, in honor
Yeah,
of
this one's good right here.
Come on,
Oh.
Is this even a question?
boy.
Oh,
Miles
is it
Morales.
9.4? I thought.
Mhm.
Oh shit.
Miles,
9.4.
Miles Morales all day.
Really? I'd be going for the
Man,
iPhone.
yeah, that.
I went for the iPhone.
Bullshit.
If it's this week, I'm going Miles. If it's long term, iPhone.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah, good point.
So
Yeah,
I,
and
I heard people talk about the the new Apple headset, and people
yeah.
some people were like, a few people online were talking about specking on it and like buying one and just holding it,
Mhm.
and then somebody said, no, it doesn't work the same way as iPhones because everybody opened their iPhones, right? Like it's not the same thing. But my thing is, who's gonna buy a $3,500 thing and just
oh shit.
Put it on the shelf.
you know what I mean? That's so I don't know. It might be a play if you're ballsy enough to do it, but
It's gonna happen though. I'm pretty sure that's gonna happen.
yeah, for sure. Somebody
Miles all day.
a
Miles.
9.4 ass.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Well, listen. Here's what I'm going to tell you, and I'm done. Miles, because to 78's point, he's like Mariah Carey. Whenever that movie come around, you're gonna get a nice little pump. And like Mariah Carey, when Christmas come around, you get a nice little pump, and then she disappears back off into the sunset. Miles is the same way. That book is going to be the gift that keeps on giving. Regular Amazing Fantasy 15 people are priced out of. They're priced out of the original Amazing Spider-Man #1.
Yeah.
They're priced out of all this other shit. They can grab Miles and start the journey with Miles right here.
Yeah, that's actually a good point.
Yeah, my
Vinny-
only concern is the number of that 1 in 25s that are going to hit.
You're
Yeah.
100% correct.
Yes,
But but what you missed earlier, 78, was that I was like, man, look how many New Mutant 98s are like floating around out there. So much Deadpool shit. That book ain't going down. So if you just bought it when I say it ain't going down, catch what I'm saying. It ain't never going back to like a $50 book.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
It dips. And buy the dip. And I was happy I bought a 9.6 for like 400 18 months ago.
Yeah.
Cracked it, pressed it, came back a 9.8. So
I got this.
I do that straight for money.
$30 sealed.
I got that.
I got that too.
But Ferd got the launch day edition.
He got
launch
the
day. The launch day. On
I got the
PS5.
I got the
That's a
Ultimate
good
Edition.
I don't even know which
That's a
one I
good
have. I know I have those though.
Yeah, supposedly the launch day is the first print, but
Mhm.
I don't know. Anyway, so well,
That's
That's all
baloney.
we-
Boss says it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
but
talked
it's
about it
just-
earlier. You weren't
Yeah.
really sure, right, Vinny? What Kate's first print or not?
Well, what I said was the launch edition is probably the first print because it came out day one.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. Second, third print, I'm not really sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It's tough.
All
Well,
right.
well, everyone, thanks for a quick show. Appreciate 78 and Ralph coming in.
Sorry, man. Last
Yeah,
No, it was good. No, it's good
bad.
timing. I promise we'll go our regular time and all that. Like I said, we had to figure out this admin thing, and then we'll be able to do whatever. But I appreciate all 14 of you guys coming through. Please like, you already subscribe and all that good stuff, and tell everyone. Destiny, I'm glad you came through today. She's not a bot, and the community did help her find that vinyl, so that was great.
That was pretty awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. I'm sure she was very, very happy about that. So anyway, all right, guys, well, have a good night. We'll see you next Thursday. Yeah, peace out.